How's everybody doing? Tinkering with Harleys. First, I want to thank all of you who have subscribed, and if you watch these videos and enjoy them, by all means, please subscribe. Well, the last video I showed you all the new top end parts that I got. So we just got the jugs and the pistons back. I sent them out to a machine shop because I wanted them matched. Now, S&S, when they send them to you, they're supposed to be matched already, but after you get them honed out, I wanted them matched up even more. So what I did was I sent them to the machine shop. I had the pistons matched to each cylinder, so they're separate. You know, the front piston will match to the front cylinder, the rear piston will match to the rear cylinder. So what we're going to do today is we're going to start putting this together. I'm going to show you how to do ring end gap for the piston rings and get them installed on the pistons. So we'll get right to it. Okay, here's my jug, my barrel, whatever you want to call it. Here's the piston. Now this piston has been matched up to this barrel. This is going to be the front barrel, and this is going to be the front piston. And if you look at these pistons, the bigger cutout is the intake side. The smaller one is the exhaust. So when we install this piston onto the rods, we're going to have to install it that way. So what we're going to do is we are going to check the end gap on the piston rings. Now, this is a 4-inch bore on this. This is a big bore. So we're going from an 88 to a 100. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to do the end gap on these. Now, here are the rings. The top ring has a dot right there, and when you install it on the piston, that dot has to be facing up. The second ring down, I don't know if you can see it there, but it says M top. This also faces up. So, and then you have your oil ring and the oil ring here and the expanders. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start this. So the first one we're going to gap is going to be the second one. So the way you do this, you get them started in here by hand, like that. There we go. And then you take the piston. Now, these jugs I've washed them out as per S&S instructions. They've been lightly oiled, so they're all cleaned out and ready to go. So then you take the piston itself and you just push down evenly like that. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but the end gap is right here. So now we'll get our feeler gauge and we'll see if we have to do any filing on these. Okay, that's perfect. And that's at 0.032. So that is the second ring. So we'll go ahead and we'll pull that out and set that off to the side. Now this is the top ring, and we'll do the same thing with the top ring. Now the second ring is gapped a little bit wider than the top ring. And that helps prevent oil consumption. Now the top ring gets set at 0.024 to 0.026. Okay, and this is 0.24. And this one we're going to have to file a little bit. So we're going to have to take this out, file it. Now when you file it, you only file on one side. And make sure there's no burrs and make sure it's flat. So we're going to go ahead and give this a file. Now when you file these, you just want to take a little bit at a time. You don't want to take too much off, because you don't want to be out on it. So this is the second time. Check it and make sure there's no burrs. And we'll put it back in there and try it again. And that looks like it's just a little bit more. That's why you only take little bites, because you don't want to go too much with it. Now you can do this with a Dremel or you know, some sort of electric. I don't like to do it like that. I like to do them by hand. I'd rather do this a couple of times. Clean this off. I'd rather do it a couple of times, a little bit at a time, and have it right than go too much. Okay, that's cleaned off, and we'll try it again. And that's got it. So we got the top one gapped. And according to this, the instructions, you don't have to check the gap on the oil rings, but we're going to check them anyway. And we'll do this one. And that one's good. Okay, so the rings are all gapped, so now we're going to start to put the rings on the piston. Okay, before I put the rings on the piston, I want to put the clip in for the piston pin on one side. So since we're putting this in from the cam side, the way I've got the engine situated, I'm going to put the piston, the ring right in here. So that way when we slip it on the rod, I'm only messing with one pin. Okay, once you get it in there, you want to go around with a flathead screwdriver and make sure it's in the grooves so that it can't pop out. And that's pretty good. That's in there. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put, what do they call this thing? The oil expander. I always call it an oil ring. Now you put this on with these ends facing up. Just like that. Okay, there it is right there. And you want to make, there's the ends right there like that. You want to make sure they're butted together that way. With the oil expander rings, that's these. The first one you put on, you can take and put it on over the bottom. And you want to slip it right underneath the oil ring itself. Just like that. Second one, you take and put it on from the top. And you got to be careful with these because these are a little bit delicate and you don't want to break them, and they like to go into the other holes. And you don't want that to happen. Well, it does happen. Just like this. But you move them down. Till they're both in there. And then you just make sure they're in the bottom hole. You just make sure they spin. So that's getting the oil ring in. Now the next ring in is, that's the top ring. Wipe this off a little bit. And this is the second ring. And this is how it goes on. And right there it says M-top. So this goes in the second hole. So you take your ring expanders and you put them on there like that. And you spread it out. And you move it down to the second ring. And there we go. It's in the second hole. And now we put the last one. And you want to double check everything you do. Make sure that M-top is facing up. Now this is the last ring we're putting in. This is the top ring. That dot faces up. So we do the same thing. We do get the ring expanders. And there we go. And that's it. So this is all set to go on to the rod. So that's going to do it for today. Next video, we're going to put the piston on, and then we'll put it on the rod, and we're going to put the barrel on. So I want to thank everybody for watching. I hope this helps somebody. Until next time, everybody be safe out there.